I gotta tell you, I know the smaller irises, they smell like the purple Jolly Ranchers, which I just love. And these are brand new this month. Over 4,000 of them have been ordered already, and they're on 4 easy payments of $4.99 with free shipping and handling. This blooms later in the summer, and it just keeps going and going. And typically our irises, we're used to them a little bit earlier.
Right, as a spring thing, right? With those peonies we talked about.
By the way, I introduced Kelly Norris earlier, right at the beginning of the show.
Right.
And so in case you're just joining us, Kelly, again, thank you so much for being here.
I'm happy to be here.
Both you and Katie are wonderful flower people and really know so much, and I love being able to talk to you. So this is actually 3 dormant bare roots that we're going to get. 1 each in the Royal Robes. Is that the purple one?
Right.
Okay, and then what's this one?
We have our
Pink Lady?
Yep, our Pink Lady here.
Okay.
And then the Gracios over here.
Oh, the Gracios. Okay. So this is a butterfly and hummingbird attractor too.
Certainly, it's a plant that is full of color. These are big flowers. You know, you were talking about big hibiscus flowers earlier. Well, this is a summer flowering iris, so it's going to be flowering a little bit earlier than the hibiscus, but if you're all about big and bodacious and dramatic and lots of color.
Big and bodacious.
We got lots of big and bodacious in this show. I love
it.
We kind of got big personalities, right? And it's kind of fun to express ourselves in the garden like that. Of course, these are representations of what these might look like in the second year in your garden. And of course, we've got that great reel of photos kind of showing all the color that you get from these large flowers. Maybe not quite the size of a dinner plate like the hibiscus, but certainly a good saucer, right?
Yeah, this is definitely a nice size saucer.
It's a nice size saucer.
It's a bigger saucer, I'm just going to tell you. So this is fun, and if you're like me and you just drink in all items like that, so I would have that hibiscus, I would have these irises too, because they're spectacular. But if you're the kind of person that kind of, you know, you say, Antoinette, you are hysterical, and I love that you would have those hibiscus in your garden, but it's not for me. I want you to come back to the TV and look at these perennial giant Japanese iris.
Well, and the nice thing about the hibiscus and the iris, both of these are plants that like wetter feet, okay? So while the Japanese iris maybe is something we can grow right alongside the water garden, if you have a water feature of some kind, maybe a little backyard pool, you know, you wouldn't put the hibiscus maybe right up to the water's edge, but these are both plants that like to have some water. So if you've got a wet spot in your backyard, and look at the foliage in those photos, and it's grassy, it almost has a look of like cattails, but you get the bonus of these big, lusciously colored flowers. And the 3 colors that we have in the collection, the color a lot better represented in those photos there on screen, of course, we've just got such a lovely blend to work with. They're soft, they're pastel, they're a nice sort of cool reprise before we kick into those big, hot, bold colors that we see so often at the end.
I like how you describe all that. You have me at bodacious.
We like color, right? That's that's what these are about.
The more color, the better.
The more color,
the
better.
And I like that you have great height with these now, because these will go from how high? These resist deer and rabbit too.
Right, exactly. So these are going to get. This is a nice structural plant. You referenced the height. These are going to be in that 36 to 48 inch range. Of course, if you give them a little boost with that bud and bloom fertilizer that we talked about just as we opened the segment, this is a great thing to do to get these plants off to a good start. And I want to transition over because I want to show people what they're going to get.
Oh, cool. Okay. And while we walk over, I just want to read real quick from Facebook. We've got wonderful folks on there. Please join us too. Karen says she says, I have had my CF hibiscus for almost 4 years.
Oh, fabulous.
And they are huge and beautiful. I love them, she says. Marlene, I think I know who Marlene is. She says, love you guys. The flowers are gorgeous.
Well, they are gorgeous. They're big, they're bodacious, they're full of color. But I want to tell you something about how you're going to get these Japanese irises.
Now, wait. Now that's what I'm going to get.
That's what you're going to get.
But when is it going to be that over there?
So that's year 2. The representations that we were standing behind are very much year 2. But what I'm showing here is what we're shipping. So irises are best established as bare root plants. And I'm an iris geek. My first stop in my career was running an iris nursery with my parents. I got them into it when I was 15. So I've been a plant geek for a long time. And irises have been my passion. So I'll tell you, the best way that you can be successful with irises is to get them bare root, like we're going to ship them to you here at Cottage Farms. So when you get it, you think, okay, what do I do with this? Like, what am I going to do with these roots, this little fan? It's kind of been trimmed back. We'll show you. So what we're going to do, I like to take our Roxanne de Palma Bigger Digger, which is one of our favorite tools here, and I like to actually make 2 parallel little holes there. You see that little crest that's kind of left?
Yeah.
You set the iris on top of it. You put the roots down there like that.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
What did that take? Like 5 seconds?
That's pretty cute. You guys ever see that before? I got some. I know. I never did it like that before.
You can plant lots of these, so you should get a couple of sets, and you should plant them out in mass, just like that photo we were showing, and really use them to create.
Can I just say, everyone is chiming into my ear like, "Hey, we just learned something new every day." I thought you were just sticking in 2 holes.
You know, we're preaching, teaching here, right?
I
We're doing
like
all kinds
that.
of stuff here.
I guess I should know something like that, but I did not.
So,
okay.
and remember, we've got that bud and flower booster, and irises, daylilies, peonies, hibiscus, all of these things are heavy feeders, okay?
By the way, over 300 of these ordered. I'm just telling y'all
good.
that because you need to call.
It's a great plant.
It's a beautiful plant.
It's a great plant.
If you want it, please call in. It is new. It's on 4 payments of $4.99 with free shipping and handling. Okay, so I keep interrupting you. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let you finish a sentence.
Well, we're excited, and so we can't help it. No, it's good. So the only thing I would say, we were back at that demo there just a second ago. Put that bud and bloom booster, dissolve those into one of those watering cans that you can just keep track of. You just kind of know that the plant juice is in that watering can. You know to hit those things. The irises, the hibiscus we've been talking about, these are all things that like a little boost, particularly at the time of planting. Irises, you know, when you get these from us, are going to want to start growing. So you need to feed them and get them off to the races like that. You're not going to see this kind of flower in the first year, but if you get them established and by the second year, you're going to see this bevy of flowers.
Every year thereafter.
Every year thereafter. These are perennials, and they're very cold, hardy perennials. If you're sitting there, you know, in St. Paul, Minnesota, wondering, will this work for me? Some of the best Japanese irises I've seen grown in gardens actually are in places like Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, places where these things get a nice cold winter and then reward us the following summer with these fantastic flowers.
Just beautiful.
And remember, a problem-solving plant too. If you've got wet spots, this is a plant that likes to have a little wet feet. It doesn't mind it at all. So this is not only beautiful, it's working for us too, which is what we like here at Cottage Farms. We like to bring plants people that work.
Well, I like that too, because when you guys help me think it through, where to put it, where it goes, where it's going to succeed, where it's going to help me out, that makes more sense than me just picking and choosing flowers and arbitrarily putting them anywhere. It's helpful. You're very helpful in sharing with me that these like wet feet. If you got a soppy area, this is going to be good. I like that. Okay, you guys, don't forget, there they are, the 3-piece perennial giant Japanese irises. We're going to show the nursery next.
Look at that.
Talk to me
about
there's
Cottage Farms. That's down